Okay, so if you want to sketch your angle when you are given like a specific degree, you are going to pay attention to some benchmark. Like guarantee you are going to start your angle from 0 degree. That's the positive x-axis. When you make a turn, that's 90 degree. And then 180, and then 270, and once you complete the circle, that would also give us 360 degree. If you were to sketch the angle that has a measure of 100 degree, your terminal arm would definitely stop somewhere in quadrant number 2. Quadrant number 1 will give us angle from 0 to 90. We have 100. So your angle will go just a little bit beyond 90. And here, how many degree beyond 90 degree? 10 degree. You have 90 degree on one side, you have 10 degree on the other side, they add up to 100 degree. So that's what you want. Now on a side note, if I continue to go further, how big is this angle? 80. But that's not what we want for now. Right now they want us to have our angle measure from 0 degree all the way to 100. And this terminal arm will stop in quadrant number 2. If you have an angle that has a measure of 295 degree, you will still measure your angle from 0 degree from the positive x-axis. Here is 90 degree, here is 180, and here is 270, but we want 295. The angle 295 will go beyond 270 by how much? By 25 degrees. This will give us 295 degrees. This goes beyond 270 by 25 degrees, and also this terminal arm will be 65 degrees away from 360. When we are to work with these angles, most of the time we don't want to work with angles that are too big. We don't like to work with angles that go beyond 90 degrees. We want to keep things simple. We want to keep these numbers small. So instead of working with 295 degrees, sometimes we will call this an angle in quadrant number 4 with a reference angle of 65 degrees. We call this the reference angle. We don't want to work with angles that are too big. 295, that's too big. If you want to simplify your work, we will consider this terminal arm having a reference angle of 65 degrees in quadrant number 4. Or going back to example 1, we will call this terminal arm having a reference angle of 80 degrees in quadrant number 2. And once again, the second example, we have this terminal arm in quadrant number 4.